G'day, welcome to Scrounger's Workshop. If you've got a small Honda engine, there's a good chance it's going to have one of these little red switches on it, and I just thought I'd make a quick video on how to disassemble it, clean it and put it back together again. I've already done mine, but I've pulled it apart again to show you how to do it. Once you've got the switch off the motor, tip it upside down, just carefully remove that C-clip. Make sure you don't lose it, and just tip it all out and put all the bits on a cloth. Again, being careful not to lose any parts. So first of all, give the whole thing a clean. I've just put a smear of grease in there, probably a bit too much. Then give it a Scotch-Brite and just give what look like those two silver-plated terminals a good clean. Now take the larger of the two springs, it's the one which isn't coiled as much, and you place it in the front of the cap, and there's a locating pin that it goes over. Just drop that in there. Next to go in is this little silver plated brass contactor, and that just drops in on top of that spring. Now take that smaller, heavier spring, place that in the hole at the back. There's no locating pin inside there. And take your ball bearing, place that on top of the spring. It doesn't matter if your ball bearing's a bit rusty, just rub it around on a bit of sandpaper, clean it up best you can, and just drop it back in. It'll be right. Now, while keeping the red cap upside down, place the black base on top of the cap and just gently push them together. Grab that C-clip and relocate it over that central pin. It's quite fiddly, and just be careful you don't lose it. Great, now let's test it. Grab your multimeter and set it to ohms or a test light, and connect one of the leads off your multimeter to the wire coming out of the switch and the other one to the brass plate on the side. The way the switch works, you actually want an ohms reading in the off position or a light to come on in the off position, and you want 0 or no light in the on position. It's the off position that kills the spark to the spark plug and shuts the engine down. So don't get confused. Also, when you reinstall the switch, that brass plate must have a good connection to the metal housing it sits in. Otherwise it won't work. So that's it, and I hope someone finds this useful. The original Honda switch, I feel, will be a lot better quality than the aftermarket ones. Cheers.